Hey, so I think sometimes it's really easy to go on social media and hear success stories from everybody about how amazing the journey is and, how wonderful these achievements are. But what about the days when it's not so wonderful, right? So I knew it was right to make this video now because everything is not perfect right now. So I had an incredible anxious night last night. It was pretty horrible. And I made it through. Now, am I going to say I made it through taking nothing? No, I can't say that because last night I took a little something. I had CBD, I had CBD pill, I had a few things. Anyway, the point is, like, the journeys, I don't think maybe it will one day be perfect. Well, whatever perfect is, humanly perfect. So there are going to be days I feel like shit. There are going to be days that the anxiety still rears its head. I was first diagnosed technically with anxiety in 1991, back in the day. But I had been feeling it since I was a child, and I knew that later on, that the queasiness of my stomach and the butterflies and the nervousness, that was all anxiety. I didn't have a name for it back then. I didn't know what that was. In 91, I was diagnosed with, did they give me general anxiety disorder? I don't remember what the actual diagnosis was. Panic, generalized anxiety disorder. And it's been a sometimes constant companion. And I know that stay in the now. Anxiety is the future, depression is the past. I know to do breathing and EFT and affirmations, and I lean into it and I surrender to it. I do everything humanly possible, and still, there are times when I feel nastily anxious. Last night was a nastily anxious. It was one of those nights, if you've ever dealt with anxiety, then some nights you just feel like you're freaking dying. You're like, is it my heart? Wait, what's that pain? And it was that kind of night. So I was up all night last night. Like, I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock this morning. I'm in bed right now, and that is where I'm going to stay today. And I realized I do everything in a New York minute. I put a lot on myself. In school, and I had a horrendous assignment this week that caused me a lot of anxiety, and I'm juggling plates. Like, I like to see my loved ones happy, so I try to put energy into that, and I'm tired, and I noticed that I do everything at a breakneck pace. I was shaving my legs the other day in the shower. TMI much? No, but it's part of it. But I realized that I was going like this, and I was like, damn, I don't even slow down to do that. And part of that was my training, and part of it is that I feel that there's so much to do that I'm not going to get it all done, and I have to do school. I'm getting my master's degree. PhD, I don't think so. My head is hurting too much, but I'm getting my master's degree, and I will be there as much as I can be. But there are some days that we just have to sit back and say, you know what? Not today. But the beautiful thing is, I realized listening to a Matt Kahn, if you don't know who he is, Google him. He's very, very prolific, very encouraging, it's just good shit. Anyway, he was saying the other day that on this journey, good days can mean I'm not giving anything to the collective. I'm not adding anything to the collective, but I'm not taking anything away anymore. And that is so powerful, because even on my worst day, which felt a little like yesterday, I must say, and not so much today, except that I feel tired. I just feel exhausted. I'm sorry. But on your very worst day, if you find you can't lift anybody else, and you can't give out the yum advice, and you can't, being a shining epitome of all that is well in the world, at least you're not taking from it. And I have to own for myself that that's a huge win in this process of learning how to love myself, even with days of anxiety, learning how to love myself, even if I go and take something to alleviate it. Even I'm not perfect. I'm still human, and I'm learning. So when I make these videos, it's only from my experience of what I'm dealing with, how I circumvent something. So I'm going to spend today just chilling, relaxing. I might listen to an inspirational talk or two. I might color, listen to music, and just rest and relax. I'm going to read today. I just want to hunker down with the book. It's been very hot Sorry, it's been very hot here, so it's not like I can go outside or take a walk or anything. I mean, that hot, like heat advisory hot. And so I have to stay in here because it's the only the bedrooms, are really cool. So I'm staying in my bedroom, which I have a little bit of cabin fever. And we know science tells us, move around, go outside, be in nature. But you have to do what you could do with what you have right now, right? So maybe you can't go outside. Okay, so then turn on YouTube and watch a nature video. Or you can't do that, watch something that's soothing to you. I used to love, I love Heartland. It's this real cute, loving, cheesy show. Don't judge me. But sometimes when I'm stressed, I'll watch that, or I'll write poetry, or I'll try to, whatever. Do something that's going to soothe you and bring you joy. And if you get the message that you're moving around too quick, trying to do too much, you're just spinning too many plates, stop. Because as long as we're not sucking the collective drive, I think that we're doing fabulously. I may not have anything much to give today, but I'm not taking anything away from the world anymore. I got me. So I just wanted to share that from inside an anxiety situation. Actually, it's so much better than last night. I gotta give gratitude and thanks that it's not as bad as it was last night. Woo. But today is self-adoration day because I need to fill my cistern, and then I can give. Then I could worry about giving later. But for right now, it's about me. And sometimes we have to be self-love, selfish, I guess, because that's a good thing. Anyway, here, sharing vulnerable again. Oh my God. Have an amazing day. Bye.